How did you like this film? What did you think about it?
I thought it was superb, and I know a great deal of work has gone into it. I know, and some of it I already knew because I follow history, especially something like that I know.
Do you think that it's something that's going to be healing for the community?
Well, I believe that the community has already begun to heal, but I do believe this can have some impact on it.
It will help teach the children about what happened before they were born.
What did you think about the film?
I loved it because what they experienced, especially the students who integrated America's High, is tantamount to what blacks experience later on. And they are truly civil rights heroine. History is not all roses, and history should not be negated.
I'm Leonard Waitsman. I stayed in the retail business in America for 46 years, lived through all the boycott, and wasn't a very popular person because I was too much of a liberal thinker for the community. I was real concerned that it would upset people, but it was done in such good taste. Even the most die-hard, conservative, racist person couldn't be upset with it. I just cannot believe it was done in such good taste.
My name is Frank Jordan, Jr., Jordan, and I'm Clarence Jordan's nephew. My father and he were brothers.
And where are you from?
Talbotton, Georgia. This is the hometown where Clarence was born.
What did you think of Briars and the Cotton Patch?
It brought back a lot of memories of those times. My Uncle Clarence died when I was a freshman in law school, and I can remember getting the call from my father that he'd passed away and traveling down to Americas to go to the funeral. And I can remember, very vividly the grave and the pine box and the circumstances. One of the things that he had done was to start this mail order business. And he spent a lot of time perfecting a recipe for fruitcake. And, we thought Uncle Clarence was down here farming and preaching and developing his fruitcake recipe, and he was really developing a recipe for changing the world order. And it was just, until you see this film, you don't realize the full impact that he's had on so many people.
When I moved to Americas in 1972, it was the first time that I had heard of Koinonia Farm, but actually didn't hear of it until really about 2 years later when I went to work for the Americas Times Recorder. And then I learned a lot about it. The turmoil, the violence, the actual civil rights disturbances that had occurred there and in the city, within the city of Americas, were long over.
How do you think people received the film this evening?
Oh, I think they thought it was absolutely wonderful. A lot of people learned a good deal about what happened here at that time that they didn't know a thing about. I learned things that I didn't know happened here, although I heard many stories.
When we lived here in the 70s, I had heard of Koinonia, but it was something that was just out there. And of course, I was a Yankee, and I came here into the South, and I wasn't even that well received by some of the old guard. So, I was sort of an outsider looking in, really, and so forth. And it was pretty well known that, Koinonia, there was blacks and whites living together, and it was just not a very popular place here. I think that most people that see it will probably appreciate it. But as far as this movie having an influence on change, I mean, I really don't know. I really can't answer that question.
Well, I would use it as an educational tool for the people that are unaware of the history of what actually went on here in Americans in Sumter County.
This film really brings it all, I think, into focus. And, you know, it's probably good that, you know, we're talking 34 years after his death, you know, that we can reflect on what it has meant, not only during his lifetime, but since his lifetime.